Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Kristina. In my videos, I talk about a plant-based diet, nursing school, and my cancer journey. If you like these types of videos, please like this video and subscribe down below. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you all about burnout in nursing school. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to prevent it and get through it. Let's get into it. Tip number one is to schedule some me time. So in your planner, when you're scheduling out your classes and everything else that you have going on, you need to put some, either whether it's a day or an hour a day, for some me time. So for me personally, I always like to schedule something on the weekend if there's not a test, or throughout the week if I have an off day, so that I could have a specific amount of time for myself, whether it's like 2 hours and like I take a nice nap and then like I go treat myself to something that I enjoy, or I hang out with my family, like my daughter, my husband, and we go to like the park or something fun like that. So the first thing I recommend is to definitely schedule some me time. Like I said, if it's over a weekend, like some people I know, they actually take off all of Saturday or all of Sunday because that is their one day off completely from school. So they rearrange everything that they need to get done around that specific time frame. For me personally, I feel like I have to study at least a little bit every day, so I like to separate it out over the week, and then if over the weekend I want to have some time, then I'll split my day. So like I'll be like, all right, Saturday will be half a day with my family and doing something fun that I enjoy, and then half the day will be of me studying, and kind of mix things up like that. So you just have to figure out kind of what works for you, and that will definitely help relieve some of that burnout and stress that could accumulate if you didn't do that already to begin with. Tip number two is to utilize your resources. So what I mean by that is when you're studying for classes and you have to make, let's say, study guides or Quizlets or things like that, make sure you look at previous students and what they have already done, because Quizlet is really awesome. You could like look up by your school, and then you could go in further and see what Quizlets people have already made for the test that you're about to take. So instead of spending all of that time dedicated to making these Quizlets yourself from scratch, and it's all that material, you could simply just look at their Quizlets, and then that saves you a lot of time, which also prevents burnout. Tip number three, try not to take on too much throughout one specific day. So I personally like to, like I said before, schedule out things and try and figure out what things need to get done priority. So prioritize what things have to be done the next day or throughout the next week, and try to put those at the top of your to-do list, and then towards the bottom you can list out other things. Don't tell yourself, oh, I'm going to do 15 assignments in one day, because of course you will burn out. So make sure you are able to organize things appropriately. And if you want to go out to dinner with a friend, or if you want to go see your family, or if you have a wedding or birthday party, whatever it is, make sure you coordinate that in your schedule, because then you will definitely feel some burnout if you are not organizing properly with your schedule. So it's really about organization and how to manage the heavy workload that you will have. In nursing school, our teachers are aware of our heavy workload, but it's not like they're gonna decrease the amount of assignments, or they're just gonna be like, oh, this is a lot of busy work, let's take that all out. They know that it is a lot of work and it takes a lot of time and organization skills to figure things out. So they're kind of trying to see like who's able to do this and who's not. And it is so important to get on top of things so that you won't feel that burnout. Tip number four, always have a good support system. So if you know when you call someone, they're super negative and all they're doing is complaining and they're just like really bad to talk to, don't call them. I know it sounds really silly, but it's so true. Like if you're in a bad mood and you're like, oh my God, I have so much work to do, and then you call up someone and then they're complaining about everything and how their life is horrible, it's really hard to talk to someone like that when you have to focus on your school and your material. But if you call someone that is positive, like let's say your mom or even your grandmother, sister, whoever, speak to them and try to talk to them about school and like, you know, express to them about how you're trying to prioritize things, and they might have even a good idea or something that they can do to help you. You'd be surprised about how many people are willing to even just like listen to you talk about like your lecture or your notes, or maybe you have a friend that's in nursing school, or maybe you have a friend that's in medical school or dental school. Like, a lot of the material overlaps, so someone else can help you. So it really is so helpful to sometimes just talk to some family members or friends, because then it's like you're socializing and learning at the same time. Tip number 5. Tip number 5 is to listen to or to watch YouTube videos. So like I'm talking to you guys about how to prevent burnout, other things that you can do while you're trying to prevent this is to just listen to, like, let's say you recorded your teacher's lectures, or you want to learn about a concept for one of your classes, so you just listen to a YouTube video about someone explaining about the concept that you're having trouble with. I was actually doing that yesterday with one of my friends. We just sat through and listened to a video about the material that was pretty hard for us to understand, and by the end of the video we were like, oh my god, that is so easy. I wish I watched this video way beforehand. So just watch a video, do something that's not what you're used to doing, because that will help with the burnout. We were so tired yesterday, and just tired from like this whole semester. We're at the end of our second semester, so it's a lot of work and a lot of pressure right now. So something that you can do is just listen to either a lecture, like I said, or listen to a YouTube video like we did. If you're a visual learner, this will help so much, and it will help you retain things so much better. So just keep in mind that nursing school is challenging, and you will have days where you feel burnt out, but that's okay. It's how you react to those days and what you do progressing forward so that you can make it through the semester. So one thing that my husband had recommended to me was, he said, kind of pretend that you're starting a new semester. So in my mind, I had a few weeks ago when I felt really stressed out and really big time burnout. He was saying, pretend that you had a new semester starting right now. So I said to myself, I was like, okay, I have a new semester starting Monday. So all these classes and everything that I had is done. Now I'm starting over and I'm getting ready into that zone. So when you put yourself in that place where you remember like the first day that you started classes, put yourself back into that position. You were pumped, you're ready to go, you're passionate, you're like, oh yeah, I got this, I'm gonna get so many A's, like I'm gonna study so hard. Put yourself back into that place. Even just me thinking about it put me back into that zone, into that mode, and I was like, okay, I got this, I could finish out this semester. And it just puts things in perspective, because even though you have a few weeks left, it feels like a short semester now to me, and I'm able to focus more and prevent that burnout from happening. So those are my 5 tips for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like this video and subscribe down below. And like always, if you have any questions or anything that you want me to do my next videos on, please let me know in the comments down below, or you could send me a DM on Instagram. I can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye!